Welcome back to the channel. Today we got our French people rude. Now, I've heard different things. Personally, for my French subscribers, they have always been pretty cool. Like I did have one that was pretty outrageous and would start. He was a menace. He would start trouble with other commenters and just was going extra hard. But overall, my experience with the French community online has been pretty cool. They just seem more just straightforward type of people. Like don't beat around the bush. And I could see how a lot of people could take that for being rude. Definitely when you're just straight up cutting no corners, straight to it. Yes, people can see that as rude. But with that being said, what's smoking on my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, great, overachieving, never slacking. Original link will be in the description. This is from a channel called hold on. Nope. Drew Binsky. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. Are French people rude? Let's find out.
There is a common stereotype that French people are rude and unfriendly. Whether it's their dry sense of humor or lack of smiling. Admittedly, I felt the same way each time I came back to this country. But that's until I arrived in a place called
Normandy!
And my entire view of the French has changed.
Every time I see France, I can't help but to think of just Gothic cathedrals now. Like I always tie that to France because I've always loved them anyway. So when I found out that it was the French that was behind, the creation with the designs, it made me, that right there sparked the big interest in the French culture for me. That was pretty much it right there.
From Normandy.
Hold on, I don't mean to keep pausing, but I love The Devil Wears Prada. That movie's awesome. Seriously. Shout out to France.
People from Normandy are very nice people, very friendly, very smiley. Look at me. I am clearly very smiley, which is completely different when you talk with Parisian people. I can say that, but believe me, French people talking all about French people are nice people.
The truth is that there's a lot more to France than Paris or Nice, the only two cities I had visited prior to now, and perhaps the two most touristy cities. Bonjour! This Western European nation has 67 million people living on 650,000 square kilometers of land, most of it stunning and tranquil, so we shouldn't be so quick to judge an entire country based on the capital city. Normandy is a northwesternmost region of France that we've all heard about in our history books because D-Day occurred on these beaches 75 years ago last week.
I'm going to have to go look that up and kind of run that back, the whole D-Day thing. I definitely need to do a reaction on that. I need to refresh my memory on the history of that.
It's also known for its historical monuments, scenic countryside, culinary surprises, and you guessed it, the warm hospitality.
Bienvenue en France, welcome to France. Here in the capital of Normandy, people are very friendly and open.
It's like a different world than crowded Paris. Here, they wave at you on the streets, they smile at you from their shops, they welcome you into their homes.
Bienvenue chez nous.
Merci. And they will do everything to make sure that you're having a good time.
Right there, that breaks the stereotype. French people being rude. You can't judge them all. This video proves that. You got people waving. You got people who are just smiling. Listen, I'm from New York, guys. People don't really wave too much, right? And it's easy to piss people off like that. Fights happen like that. Even me doing that, probably 20 fights just happened in New York. That's how it is, right? So, this seems like a paradise right now.
Oh, we are invited at one of our friend's house for dinner. So when she knew that you were here from America, so she invited us for a French dinner.
We're eating some French food at a family's house. It's a different experience because at home we'd already be done and watching TV by now, but here they take their time, you eat, you hang out with everybody. After spending the last 4 days in Normandy, I have a new appreciation for France. My views on its people, culture, and lifestyle has changed, and I hope yours has too. Because when you think about it, if French people were so rude, then why is France still the #1 most visited country on Earth? Alright guys, that is all we have for today. We'll see you tomorrow from
Paris.
See, I thought it was the Philippines that was the #1 visited. Maybe that's the #1 vacation spot for vacationing. But overall, the #1 visited must be France. Wow, I'm sure I've heard it before, but I really didn't realize that. Like, I'm having that realization, that re-realization that France is the #1. That's crazy. That speaks volumes as far as the culture out there, as far as what they have to offer out there for it to be the #1 most visited place on Earth. Now, Earth is a pretty big place. So, that right there, that once again, it just speaks volumes. That's actually pretty incredible. Let me go ahead and give a round of applause to the French people. It just goes and proves everything I'm saying about it just being incredible, and goes to show why I do have such an interest in places like France. Just that's crazy. Goes to show a lot of people do. Wow.
France still the
I'm still surprised by that. #1 most visited country on Earth. Wow.
#1 most visited country on Earth. Alright guys, that is all we have for today. We'll see you tomorrow from
Paris.
Paris.
Paris?
Paris.
Paris.
From
See, I'm never really good at like rolling my tongue. Paris. 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 Okay.
Paris.
Paris. Okay, I got it.
Paris.
This turned into be the best interview possible. Thank you.
You're
Can you
welcome.
guys like hug each other? Do the French kiss thing. The two kisses.
Kiss.
No,
No, she's
no,
my
no.
sister. She's my sister.
I mean like the two. I know, but time out. Time out.
Oh, Drew, getting it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Time out. Wait, pause. I didn't mean like a French kiss. I meant the two kisses on the cheek.
La bise. Do? Yeah. If you say the French kiss, la bise.
Okay, do
Watch
la
out.
bise. La bise. Do la bise. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted. I didn't mean that French kiss.
No, don't worry, I'm joking.
Like this,
Just kidding
There you
you.
go.
Just kidding you.
like this.
Yes, that's the French way.
That's
Cool.
the French kiss.
And
Voilà.
I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.
Shout out to Drew, man. That was definitely inspiring, especially since he's planning on seeing every country in the world, which he probably already done. Already did that. Probably did it twice by now, but it's inspiring for somebody like me for sure. Man, but yeah, that's incredible. I mean, even when I look at the French people, I look at people who, like I stated earlier, don't beat around the bush type of people and are very passionate type of people. Like the type of people that when they do something, they put their all into it, which goes to show every Olympics, they're always like top 5, right? I love judo. Judo has incredible athletes out in France. I mean, that judo team is just awesome. And when I even like check out their Instagrams, like they just always seem like pretty cool, just respectful people. I love the way they carry themselves. But very passionate people like I said, who they get to it. You know, they know what they want. They seem very passionate in life. That's my perspective from the outside looking in. Those Gothic cathedrals, though, something about them I love so much, and I always have. Like when you look at Salem, Massachusetts, right, where all the witch trials were, they have like these certain the architecture, like this. It's just like this church of something. I'm about to look it up real quick. It's this church. I think it's the Witch Museum, actually, right? And let me see, Witch Museum, Salem, very famous. All right. Okay, yep, the Witch Museum in Salem. So it has that whole Gothic cathedral look, and it's like the whole Salem is kind of like that, like all their monuments and stuff. And to know that France, they're the ones behind that architecture, very, very impressive, because I've always been into that. Like, I've always been intrigued by that. Uh, yeah, but as far as, like I said, like him even going around, he showed a lot of diverse type of people, like a diverse group of people. Everybody seems to be happy. He showed people waving. He didn't he didn't say anything negative. It was a very, very, very positive video, and it definitely showed a side of France that I haven't really seen, when it comes to online. When it comes to online, I mean, I've seen some nice things, but I haven't really seen a video where someone's kind of like just out there amongst the people, like really talking to different people and showing a diverse setting. So that was awesome. With that being said, guys, original link in the description. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like more, then definitely don't hesitate to hit that like, that subscribe, or that notification bell. With that being said, I'll be back more soon. Much love.